Good to go?
Yeah. Yeah, all good, Gav.
Scott, we'll start with Aberdeen. What have you made of them this season, and where do you think they are going into the weekend? Big cup game.
Huge win for them at the weekend there against Aberdeen, and I'm glad for Robbo because it's been a lot of games in a short period of time. So it's something different for Aberdeen and for Robbo as well to have so many games in a short period of time, and especially as a new manager coming in. So no, he'll kick on now, and I'm sure they'll be looking forward to the cup final. And every time they play Rangers, they seem to kick on really well. They've done fantastic at Ibrox and up at Pittodrie as well. So I'm sure that every fan and all the players will be looking forward to this one.
In terms of Robson, what have you made of the job you're doing? You seem to believe that he will kick on here. A few fans have been unhappy, but
there's always going to be fans unhappy. It doesn't matter. Twitter always goes into lockdown and goes mental when you get beat one game. But as I say, it's been extremely hard. And the one good thing about Aberdeen, you're always going to get time. Dave will give you time. And plus, Robbo loves it at the club. He understands what the club's all about. He's played there. He's worked under a lot of managers. So he has got good experience, especially for being a younger manager. And he will turn this around. And he's got no doubt in his mind that he will turn this around. And he'll enjoy the challenge as well.
How big could a cup win be for them? Not only winning silverware, winning it against Rangers, but then also to spur them on in the league for the second half of the season.
Yeah, it'd be exceptional if they could do that. And as you say, it's against Rangers. They turn up and they can't rely on the last two games now. It's got to be a different game plan, and I'm sure Rob will have them set up all week, making sure they're ready for this, they're focused, and all the fans will turn up in their thousands supporting them. So no, it will be a good game. It'll be an enjoyable occasion as well, and hopefully they get the silverware that they've been looking for.
There's very few people out there, Scott, that have won at Hampden more times than you have, especially finals, games against Rangers. What does it take to win these big occasions?
You're going to have to play the game. It's going to be an exceptional experience for the lads. The ones that they're going to have to rely on are Johnny Hayes, your Shinnies that have been there before and won trophies for Aberdeen as well, even though it was at Celtic Park against Inverness. But it's that understanding of walking up the stairs, picking up that silverware and having that understanding of that, yeah, we've done it, we're here to win. We're not here just to turn up and watch Rangers or whoever it is walk up the stairs and celebrate. We want to be that team that's going up there at the end of the day.
How confident are you that they can do it?
Yeah, I really do hope they do. I'll be watching the game, and for Rob and the lads that I know up there really well, I wish them all the best, and they'll believe it as well, because every time, as I say, as they play against Rangers, they've always turned up, especially this season.
Scott, nail that one for us. A lot of people say they raised their game for Rangers.
I never once says that.
No, I'm saying other people are saying, has that been your experience? You said they turn up. There is something.
Everyone knows the history. Everyone does know the history, and I wouldn't say it's hatred, but it's that you turn up for 90 minutes and it's an understanding that you want to win that game more than anything. But as an Aberdeen fan, I'm sure they're sitting there going, you can't just make sure you turn up for one game a season. But the good thing about that is Robbo's managed to go and get a win against Hearts at home in front of the home fans as well. So hopefully that's same now. They've turned the corner, they've bounced back, because Robbo's a great lad. He's got that understanding of the game. He wants to go and be a top coach, and I'm sure he will be. And if he can go and get silverware with Aberdeen, it's one step in the right direction.
How did you find that rivalry? You obviously had the...
I had that for my whole career. I hated everybody.
Hearts, then obviously Celtic Rangers, but the Aberdeen Rangers thing, how did you find that?
Yeah, it was very good, to be perfectly honest, because we went away to Ibrox, we got a good result, and then we got a good result at home at Pittodrie as well. So no, at my time there, I enjoyed my time at Aberdeen. I thought when I first went up it was going to be hard to try and win the fans over, because obviously I've had a few fights with a few people over my career, but no, the fans were brilliant with me. The whole backroom staff, everyone about the stadium, about the place were great, and they love the club. They want to do the best for the club, and I'm sure that's one good thing. But that rivalry against Rangers is, yeah, it's something different up there, and they all look forward to it. And yeah, we all know the history, and I'm sure that will always be remembered to everybody.
Scott, you were at Rugby Park yesterday.
No, I was waiting on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
What did you make of Celtic's performance?
I thought this first half Celtic done really well. They had a few chances. They could probably scored a couple more goals. Second half, Dell done really well tactically wise. Got after Celtic a little bit more, and yeah, the conditions were lovely. But no, it's a different game on the Astro. And you've seen Brendan's interview and stuff that they'll bounce back, and I'm sure Brendan will make sure they bounce back, and he'll be looking forward to the European game, then Hearts on the Sunday as well. And the one good thing about Celtic is they've got so many games coming up, so it's that relentlessness now. He'll bounce back, you go again, and it's not that week to week game, and all the lads are sitting thinking about that one game. As soon as they go and win the next game, that game's forgotten about them. They're still top of the league. They're still in a healthy position, and it's the first league defeat of the season.
Is that what's called for? Strong characters when you go like through that spell, but when the results aren't going.
Yeah, it's not to worry about the outside of what they're saying and what they're doing and stuff like that. It's to make sure everything in house stays in house. They work extremely hard and they bounce back. They know they're top quality players. They know they've got the squad and strength and depth that they can go and do it, and the manager as well. So I'm sure they will bounce back, no problem.
What have you made of Matt Riley's season? He's been on fire, isn't he?
He's been exceptional. His movement in the box for the goal, even the other day, he's on the front foot. He's like a striker in the box, and he wants to score goals. He's got a lovely left foot. He sees a pass. He takes the ball under pressure, and he does work extremely hard. And the more and more I watch Matt, he seems to be getting better and better. And Celtic have done really well to find him.
They well to keep him, eh?
Yeah, they'll keep him. That's the thing is Celtic want to keep good players. They want to try and build the squad around him, Cal, people like that. So it'll be huge for the club to keep that, and I'm sure he'll want to stay and understanding what the club's all about and seeing the fan base that he's been playing in front of week to week.
And when you're saying that, Scott, obviously with the results not going so well, you're still saying let's Celtic have still got it in their own hands.
It's only one game. It's only one game, and everyone wants to turn it on Celtic now, but there's a lot of strong characters in that dressing room. The manager's a strong character as well, so they know what they need to do, and it's game to game. It's not worrying about 5 games down the line when they're going to play Rangers or what it's going to be like then. As it stands now, they're 5 points top of the league. They're in a healthy position. Yes, they have lost one game, didn't play too well against St Johnstone, but still won the game, and that's a good thing about good teams. Sometimes you don't play well, but you go and win those games, and maybe yesterday wasn't one of them, but they still had enough chances in the first half to probably score 2 or 3 goals.
How important do you think sorry, I'm just going to ask last then, Scott, how important do you think the January window becomes for Celtic?
Yeah, it'll be good for Brendan because he'll have had a look now of the players that he's inherited the first 6 months, know what his strongest squad is, and then every manager, like they do, want to bring in strengthen the squad, and I'm sure they will.
You mentioned about the big European game there, Scott. How big do you think it could be for Celtic to try and get that win? I mean, when we look back, Champions League wins have been hard. In fact,
Oh, tell me about it. Cheers.
You must be surprised to see that still they're waiting for the first home win since Ajax 10 years ago and Anderlecht 2017 last time they won the competition.
Cheers for bringing them up. It's always hard. Champions League, no matter what, you see top quality players, and the home form, yes, I'm sure Brendan will want to get that better. They've had some great performances as well, and they've just not managed to kill a team off, and that's what happens. A team gets one chance to score a goal because they're top quality players. You're playing against the top in the world, to be perfectly honest, and it is hard. If somebody makes a mistake, you get punished for it, and sometimes in the SPL you can make that little mistake, and you got top quality players at Celtic that will help you out. If you make that mistake in the Champions League, sometimes it does kill you off a little bit, but at the same time I thought they played really well all their home games so far. I'm sure Brendan will be looking forward to this game on Thursday.
And this one against Feyenoord, we're not talking about like having to still, as you say, they're still top of the league, etc. But what difference could that make? Like,
Yeah, there's no pressure on them to go now. That everyone knows they're out, so they can go and play and not relax, but know that whether they win or lose, that they can't really qualify for anything. So yes, they'll be a little bit disappointed that they won't have European football after Christmas, but at the same time now the focus will be on the league, and I'm sure that'll be Brendan's main concerns.
Scotland, what do you make of the group they're in, and how exciting is that for the nation?
I'm going to look forward to this, to be perfectly honest, and I think the first game, opening game, is going to be huge. Playing Germany is one of these things, but the thing about the Scotland squad is they've got great strength and depth throughout the whole squad, and Steve's going to find it hard to pick 23 bodies because how well the lads have been playing, whether it's down in England, in Scotland. The lads have been playing exceptional. You've got people like Lewis Ferguson over in Italy as well. You've got Jack in Saudi, so it's got great quality and strength and depth throughout the whole squad, but at the same time, we've played Spain here. We've beat Spain here. We went away to Spain. Probably should have went 1-0 up. and I'd have liked to have seen what that would have been like for the last 10-15 minutes of the game. Scotland going 1-0 up, seeing how they could hold out as well, because you want to play against the top quality teams. They played France and England here recently, and you know what you're going to expect them. And going into a major finals now is going to be hard, but the thing is, they're going in with quality as well. They've got that understanding now how to win games, when to sit in, when to go and attack, and as I say, the strength and depth of the squad's been great.
Do you think they're entitled to believe they can get through the group?
It's going to be hard. Every group's going to be hard, but there's always a couple underdogs that manage to go through, and here's hoping Scotland manage to stay quiet and get through that group.
Will you try and get out yourself?
I would love to. You offered me 2 tickets. I'll take your camera. I'll go out for you.
I'm sure you'll be alright. Just in terms of your management, are you keen to get back out in the saddle?
Yes, start to get itchy feet now. I've enjoyed my time off, seeing the kids, chilling, but now it's starting to look forward to seeing what's out there, see what's about as well. But as I say, not in any real rush at this moment in time. Coming up the festive period, I'll start looking after probably the new year.
Is there any kind of level that you're looking at? I hear Queen's Park might be interesting. Is there into that? Would you take that kind of jobs, a development job, if you like?
There's no level that I probably wouldn't speak to, and I've not got a huge ego saying I wouldn't go and speak to Arbroath or anybody else like that. It's not me. I'm open to anything at this moment in time, and yeah, as I say, I'm enjoying the time off. But if the right thing comes up and it's a good project or a good opportunity for me to go on, or somebody wants to speak to myself, then by all means I'll go on and speak to them.
And if Queen's Park been in touch, are you speaking to them at the moment?
I've not, if I'm being deadly honest, I've not spoke to Queen's Park at all.
Some speculation that you were maybe going to come back to the player with Spartans. Have you still got
I'm looking for another league title. No, I've been training with Spartans just to keep the beef off, if I'm being perfectly honest, and I've got a charity match with Stephen Doby's on the 7th of January, so I don't want to turn up in that bad a condition for that one. So yeah, I've just been ticking over and training once a week with him. But no, it's been good. Even though I've not played really for 2 years, I played in a bounce game with him. It was actually quite enjoyable, but the only problem is the wee 19 and 20-year-olds were running away from me. I wasn't too keen on tracking them back now.
How would you reflect on your starting management and the way it ended at Fleetwood?
If I've got to be honest, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time at Fleetwood. It was great. The only disappointing fact was that obviously chairman going to jail, and then us not having that understanding of where the club was going the direction wise. But no, I really enjoyed my time. I thought we started off not too great the first season, but the first half of the season. But by the second part of the season, we really kicked on. We finished 13th in the league. We got to 5th round the FA Cup as well, and we played against Burnley for 45 minutes with 10 men and managing to take them to the 91st minute. So no, I enjoyed it, and there's always going to be ups and downs in careers, and yeah, the second part of the season, second season wasn't so great, and it was always going to be that to start with, but for us we believed that we can kick on again, but we didn't get that chance. It's part and parcel of football, and as I say, people get sacked, they go again and they rebuild their career and have a fantastic career, and you see top managers being sacked and they've came back and they've shown what they're all about.
Do you like it on that side of the touchline? Does it kind of reinforce that that's...
I want to run on the park sometimes. I get slightly frustrated with referees, but no, it is enjoyable. It's the next best thing.
Different skill set, innit? I mean, folk should understand it, but sometimes don't, like managing people as opposed to just being a player, being selfish, if you like.
Yeah, because like I can go on the park and I can try and show and expect and set standards, but when you're not there every day in the changing room, you're not having the mindset of the lads, what they're feeling and how they are. You've got to try and distance yourself for that a little bit as well. So it's trying to pull everyone together and try and get the best out of each an individual and try and make them better as well, whether it's small details or huge leaps.
Good man, Scott.
Cheers.